The officials for today's match are Paxton Sauerwald, Brad Wilson, and Eric Rondeau. And now for your starting lineups. First, for the Pride. At mid, number 2, Madison Karch. At defense, number 3, Brittany Daly. At mid, number 4, Sierra Turchich. At forward, number 5, Angela Niles. At defense, number 7, Keely Katarinu. At forward, number 8, Logan Schnabel. At forward, number 9, Anna Ray Porcelli. At defense, number 15, Natalie Havoc. At defense, number 21, Cassandra Latour. At mid, number 50, Isabella Cross. And in the goal, number 26, Kelsey Emrich. The Pride are coached by Jordan May. And now starting for your SVU Knights. At mid, number 3, Gracie Duncan. At defense, number 6, Emma Stoll. At forward, number 8, Savannah Sundberg. At mid, number 10, Clarissa Barton. At mid, number 11, Madison Holenbeck. At defense, number 18, Shelby Poyam. At mid, number 20, Laurel Storheim. At defense, number 23, Maddie Johnson. At mid, number 24, Kylie Auger. At defense, number 27, Michaela G. And in the goal, number 0, Savannah Uri. The Knights are coached by Kenzie Cox and assisted by Colin Flynn and Eric Hansen. Now, if you will all please rise and face the flag for the playing of our nation's anthem. Thank you, and good luck to both sides.
Like long day of Southern Virginia Athletics goes underway. The women's soccer team looks to continue their winning ways. Over top of the pride of Greensboro College, Chris Bly, alongside Quentin Acre. Quentin, a very exciting matchup for the Knights as they look to 2-2 in their standings so far this season.
Yeah, definitely. Coming off a loss last night, 2 days ago, excuse me. We're looking at turn the times a little right now.
Knights suffered a tough loss in their home opener just a couple days ago against the Falcons of Pfeiffer, looking to turn things around and show an impression to these SVU faithful fans that have come to support them today.
Southern Virginia women's athletics, women's soccer looking to take on the pride of Greensboro College. Chris Fly alongside Quentin Acre. Quentin, very exciting matchup for Southern Virginia as they look to move to 2-2 in their season standings.
Yeah, despite the loss last game out, there was a lot of bright spots in this team that we can take away. It's a very young team. Defensively, they did very good last game, and we're hoping to keep some of that up this game.
In their last game, the Knights suffered a tough home opener loss to the Falcons of Pfeiffer. Began looking to turn it around here against the Pride. You mentioned, Quentin, in that game, the Knights doing an extremely good job defensively. Just unfortunately, the offensive end, despite a slew of chances, couldn't put one in the back of the net.
Yeah, this Knights team is led by defensive anchor Emma Stoll. She seems to be everywhere a lot on defense. She has the ability to disrupt the opponent's offense and rhythm and flow of the game. And that's going to be something to watch here. Very important with this Greensboro team.
That one goes somehow into the back of the net. It looked like it was a cross coming from the right wing of the Pride, but somehow. So the Pride strike first blood here in Buena Vista and take a 1-0 lead over top of the Southern Virginia Knights in what seemed like a miracle play coming from the right wing. And Quentin, I have to admit, that caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting that much attack coming from the Pride so early.
Yeah, definitely. Man, from this angle, I honestly thought it was a cross pass. Couldn't see it that very well, but it hit the bottom of the net.
And unfortunately for the Knights, it just got the better of Knights number 0 goalkeeper, senior Savannah Uri. But Knights looking to get back in it. This is very similar to what happened in the last game against Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer scored in the opening minutes, but Southern Virginia able to hold their own in that one. They'll definitely be looking, though, to be more efficient in front of goal. As we mentioned earlier, they had a number of chances in front of the Falcons' net. That kick coming hard off the foot of Greensboro appears to be number 9, Anna Ray Porcelli. So it'll be a Knights goal kick. But Quentin, just going back to the goal, though it caught us all off guard, it was an amazing strike from really an impossible angle.
And the thing about this Greensboro offense is that they're very high-powered. It's a well-balanced team. They love to play fast, as you can see. Early seconds, early minutes, really. They got a quick goal. This team is really led by number 9, Anna Ray Porcelli, and freshman Haley Russell. They're both tied 2 apiece with both tied in goals, most points scored on their team with 2 apiece.
And Haley Russell, really, you mentioned that she only being a freshman to be leading this Greensboro Pride team in goals, just astonishing at this point in the season. Shot coming again for Greensboro, there to sweep it up. Number 6 of the Knights, that's Emma Stoll. Emma Stoll, the sophomore from Shelley, Idaho. You mentioned her earlier in the broadcast, really the defensive anchor for this Knights team. Just does so much in the course of a match. As it stands right now, Southern Virginia 1-2 in the standings after their loss to Pfeiffer, but a young season and also a young team. Head coach Kenzie Cox of the Knights just marvels at the ability of these freshmen to jump into these starting position roles and take those senior minutes and make the most of them, especially on the defensive side, it seems.
And speaking of young teams, you know, she has to live with the mistakes early on in the season. But as the season goes along, all those mistakes will start to clear up, and this future looks very bright for the Knights team. I can't wait to see what happens as the season goes along.
Definitely will be interesting to watch the maturation of this team over the season as more experience gets under the belts of these freshmen and these new faces for the Knights women's soccer program. That ball goes out of bounds. It will belong to the Knights. Thrown quickly by number 20, Laurel Storheim, freshman from Grand Junction, Colorado. She played an integral part in the Knights offense in that loss to Pfeiffer. she was really the creator of most of those chances, shooting her down the wing and then crossing it in. The Pride just looked to play it on their back line. Pride looking to take a run. Almost at the end of that one was Greensboro's own number 8, Logan Schnaub, a sophomore from Youngstown, Ohio. But Quentin, you could really say so far the story so early in the Knights season is a young team, energetic team. They get in the right positions but just have a hard time executing, and that has to come with experience.
Yeah, definitely. You can see last game there was a lot of opportunities at the goal. It's just a very minor mental mistake, like probably not holding the ball a little longer, trying to get to the goal too quickly, and those opportunities were wasted. But like you said, that comes with a young team. It's going to get better, and we can hope to see a lot more goals coming soon.
As Knights play it back to their experienced goalkeeper, Savannah Uri, look to play it from the back. Poor turnover by the Knights, but picked back up by Emma Stoll of SVU. Just kicked out of bounds, out of the reach of Knights number 10, Clarissa Barton. Shooting it down the right wing. So dangerous early in the minutes. Cleared safely out of bounds by Knights number 11, Madison Hollenbeck, but it will be a throw-in for the Greensboro Pride. Shooting it in. Almost again over top of the head of Savannah Uri, goalkeeper for SVU, but just wide on that one. Knights getting off lucky. Just out of reach of Knights number 3, Gracie Duncan. Turned back over to the Pride. Just like that, Knight ball yet again. Now to be thrown in by Knights number 23, Maddie Johnson. Maddie Johnson, a freshman from Alpine, Utah for this Knight squad. Another one of those freshmen asked to come in and play those starter, really returner minutes. Poor touch on the far left side leads to a turnover for the Knights, and now Greensboro ball. Again, this Knights program looking for their first home win of the season after losing their home opener to Pfeiffer. Of course, they did get a win early in the season to North Carolina Wesleyan in their tournament down in Raleigh earlier in the season. Ball will just be tossed back to be thrown again as the other ball did not leave the field of play. Now the Knights maybe with an opportunity. Ball safely into the hands of the Pride goalkeeper, which appears to be from here, number 26, Kelsey Emmerich, junior from Sturbridge, Massachusetts.
After that first goal, Chris, it doesn't seem like both teams have a rhythm right now.
Definitely it seems like neither team able to get their footing so far in this game. You're absolutely right, Quentin, but you have to think at some point one of these teams is going to take a massive step forward and maybe control of this game. Of course, Greensboro looking to improve to 3-1 on their season standings. Knights again looking to pull it to 2-2 on the season.
And as good as our Knights defense is, we're definitely going to be tested tonight. Greensboro came off a game that they won 5-1 over Bob Jones University. So they definitely a team that can score, very high powered, and have people that can put the ball in the goal from all over.
Of course, we've seen that just in the opening couple of minutes here at the Fields in Buena Vista with that shot, which looked more like a cross, just really the opening seconds of this game. So for the Knights, definitely have to be on their toes, it would seem.
Definitely.
Throwing for the Knights on the far left side. That to be taken by Knights number 27, Michaela Gee. Another one of those freshmen asked to play those starter minutes. She being from Springfield, Utah, when we were playing her ball at Springville High School. Greensboro able to come away with it. This is number 4, Sierra Tursich. Sage goes off the field of Pride. Ball belongs to the Knights. Again, to be taking the number 23, Maddie Johnson. Both teams, again, having a hard time just keeping the ball at their feet at the moment, despite the Pride having a 1-0 lead over top of Southern Virginia. That one just be cleared out by SVU's number 11, Madison Hollenbeck. But now maybe the Pride with an opportunity. Cross comes in, finds head of the nice defender. Can't exactly see who that was. Appears to be number 18, Shelby Pulliam. Able to clear that ball away, and it lands safely into the hands of Savannah Urey. Looking for the run down the right wing. Pride found success in this tactic earlier. Gee lines up to defend for the Knights. Well, it was a great tackle by Pulliam in the end. Leads to a Pride throw-in, but Quentin, so far the Pride finding success right there down on that right wing.
Yeah, it looks like the Pride are definitely starting to get into a rhythm now. They're putting a lot of pressure on our nice defensive team, but that was a good stop right there.
From beyond the 18. Shot, but it's in the back of the net. It looked like just for a second that Knights goalkeeper Savannah Uri got enough behind that one. Just too strong for the hands of the senior from Falls City, Oregon. Another goal for the Greensboro Pride gives them a 2-0 lead over top of Southern Virginia.
And that goal right there coming from Anna Ray Porcelli, a player we hinted on in the beginning of the game. She's definitely a good, crafty player around the goal, and we've seen it there.
So Anna Ray Porcelli putting the second goal of the day up for the Pride, the senior from Columbia, or I apologize, the senior from Wilmington, North Carolina, able to put that one in the back of the net. Knights find themselves down 2-0 with 30 minutes left to go here in the first half. Knights just couldn't get done there on that right hand, looking to play Laurel Storheim. Just too much on that one. The substitutes come in for the Pride. It looks like number 9, Anna Ray Porcelli, will come off. And in for her, number 12, I apologize, that's number 32, Tatia Mezzi, a senior from Carlsbad, California. That is not Tatia Mezzi, that's the number 33, Samantha Whip. Pride with a fast break opportunity. Yuri. That time the senior goalkeeper able to get her hands on that one. Not to be denied is Savannah Yuri.
Love the play right there from Savannah Yuri, putting her body on the line just to get the save. Definitely a confidence booster for her and her defense.
Definitely, if you're Savannah Yuri, you didn't want to let another one go behind you at that point, with still 28 minutes left to go in the first half. Very few times has the ball had to be cleared back to Pride goalkeeper Kelsey Emmerich. There it was again. Now here comes the Pride, this time down the left wing. This is number 14, Mercedes Bauza. Still Bauza. And swinger cross coming in. It'll be cleared away by Southern Virginia, but still not out of harm's way. Looks like it's an offsides call against the Pride, so it will be night ball. Flag being popped quite early. Play continued for quite some time before the ball came back to Yuri and Southern Virginia. trying to find some answers here on the offensive end. Just trying to possess. Interception by Greensboro leads to another Knights defensive possession.
Greensboro is really putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers for the Knights, and in the result, we're getting a lot of costly turnovers here. We can't get in the rhythm offensively, and it's really costing us right now.
It would seem, despite the best effort of Southern Virginia to try to apply pressure on the Pride, Greensboro doing a remarkable job at possessing the ball and just maintaining the speed of their offense. Team able to take control of the ball here in the middle of the park. As it finally falls away up the Pride of Greensboro. They just look to play it back, take their time, and set up the attack. Outside, number 21, Cassandra Latorre. Just too far ahead of the feet of number 14, Mercedes Bauza of the Pride. Southern Virginia breathing a sigh of relief.
Break, we gave it right back, unfortunately.
Knights just looking for a way to possess the ball and just take some of the pressure off of their players and apply some pressure on the Pride. Right now it's all Greensboro. Now if Venmo Stoll has anything to say about it, looking for the run of Laurel Storheim. Too far ahead of Storheim and right into the feet of Pride defender number 7, Keely Catarino. Travels all the way back and be a goal kick for Greensboro College. As substitutes for Southern Virginia look to make their way onto the pitch, coming off number 27, that's Michaela Gee. Also joining her toward the bench, number 8, Savannah Sundberg. So 2 freshmen make the way off for the Knights, and in their stead, number 17, Shaylee Nakamoto, and what appears to be number 9, Sydney Cooney of Southern Virginia. 2 returning players making their way onto the pitch for the Knights to try to make an offensive impact. Quick cross in won't amount to much as it's just cleared away by the Greensboro defense, but Knight throw in. Storheim trying to get to the end of that one. Knights number 4, Tori Westcott, clearing that one safely out of bounds, giving her team time to get back, regroup, and try again later in this half. 22 minutes left to go in the first half. Score stands Pride 2, Southern Virginia Knights 0. Much different compared to their game against Pfeiffer. The Southern Virginia Knights not able to find many opportunities in front of goal in this one. Cleared away by the Pride. Southern Virginia throwing again to be taken by Knights number 17, Shaylee Nakamoto. Shaylee Nakamoto, a junior midfielder from Hawaii, playing today at right back. We mentioned earlier in the Pfeiffer game that last year she was listed as a striker, one of the top goal scorers for the Southern Virginia team, but being moved back to right back, playing more of that wing position for the Knights. Miscue by Southern Virginia might lead to a chance for the Pride. Just there to snub it out again. Emma Stoll coming to the rescue of this Knights back line.
Again, Emma Stoll being a great defensive player. She has potentially saved a goal right there. Definitely a great defensive play from her.
Saw the breaking run of Pride number 2, Madison Karch, senior from Frederick, Maryland, just in the middle of the park, but Stoll able to come there and clean it up. But the attack not over, coming for Greensboro off this throw-in. Big kick up, and now it's a foot race. Greensboro able to get the end of it. But Yuri able to clean it up in the end. Now looking to break quickly with her Knight squad. Looking for the counterattack opportunity.
The opportunity to push right here.
Miscue from the Knights. Now an opportunity for the Pride. On that right wing. Cross coming in the back of the net again. Some way, somehow. That time, number 33, Samantha Whip. Lasering into the back of the Knights net. And just like that, with 19 minutes left to go here in the first half, it is Greensboro Pride 3, Southern Virginia nothing. Two of the Pride goals coming from look like impossible angles. Usually a place to cross the ball, instead just aiming right to shoot in the back of the net.
Yeah, coming in, we knew Greensboro was a very high-powered, crafty offense. Right now, we're definitely getting the test. Hopefully, we can weather the storm. There's still 19 minutes left in this half and a whole another half to go. The game's definitely not over. But right now, we're not in a good position. So hopefully, we can turn things around here.
Absolutely, when a lot can happen in 19 minutes, especially in one half. See if the Knights can capitalize. And really, Quinn, it's been not that the Knights have had the opportunities to get it in. They haven't found the right positioning in front of the Pride goal just yet in this game.
And that could be due to the team not being in much of a rhythm. You know, a lot of small turnovers here. They're not being able to flow together, things like that. So not being in much of a rhythm is a result of the score here you see now.
Poor touch by the Pride leads to a throw-in for Southern Virginia. Just came off the bottom of the cleats at number 14, Mercedes Bauza. Bauza, senior from Lebain, North Carolina. Just off, out of bounds off the feet of Cooney. A couple of Greensboro substitutes make their way onto the pitch. Coming off number 2, that's Madison Karch, also joining her. Listed as number 50, but Quinn, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't see a number 50 on the roster. Actually, there it is. Number 50, Isabella Cross, underneath my first sheet of paper in the notes. So Isabella Cross and Madison Karch come off for the Pride.
So the Greensboro team is subbing quite a bit. They seem to be a very deep team.
Definitely a deep team when you compare it just to the numbers of the Knights. We have the two lists here in front of us, and it almost seems like the list of the Pride doubles that of Southern Virginia. Knights looking to make something happen. They'll look at the right wing for Cooney, just too far ahead of the feet of Sydney Cooney. Another opportunity for the Knights just goes by the wayside with 16.5 minutes left to go here in this first half.
opportunities here so far, and opportunities like that we can't waste, especially being down 3-0 right now in the first half.
Great turn for the Pride, now looking for the run down on the left wing. This is Bauza. Safely into the hands of Savannah Uri.
Definitely good saves, time to push now.
So what was a great run by the Pride, won't lead to much, and just as Southern Virginia looks to make something happen down there on the far side of the field. Another turnover back to the hands of the Greensboro Pride. Knights looking to defend. Just too hard off the foot of Cooney. Throw in for Greensboro to be taken by number 21, Cassandra Latorre. Miscue from Westcott. Not able to be saved by Cooney on the other end. Another throw in Greensboro. Quentin, it would just seem that the Knights are having a hard time connecting on these passes. What can that be attributed to at this point in the match?
The pressure by Greensboro, definitely have to give them credit. They are pressuring the ball handlers very well, not being able to have the Knights get a clean pass off to their players. But it also comes back to rhythm and trusting one another. I think everybody's trying to do a little bit too quickly, trying to go down too quickly. Being down 3-0, obviously that's their mindset, trying to come back. But the more they stay patient, the more they trust each other and just be patient. That's what it comes down to. I think they can definitely get back in this game.
Knights looking for the run in of Storheim. Goes out of bounds. What looked like would have been a throw for the Knights was called by the assistant referee as a throw for the Pride, and Greensboro won't take any questions on that, throwing it in quickly. And Quentin, we've obviously seen the ability for the Pride to score quite rapidly, but this Southern Virginia team also has that attribute. Just so far in this game has been docile, but you have to think that sooner or later, some point in this game, that part of them will awaken and it'll become a match again.
Yeah, 13 minutes left. They have a lot of time left in this first half. They're definitely going to start getting that rhythm soon. It's all about weathering a storm. Right now, Greensboro's kind of knocking on the door, hitting them in the mouth a little bit, but that will come to an end, and once it does, we'll be able to take advantage.
Knights looking to make that happen here. It looked like they were looking for the run down there on the left side, but instead now having to defend a counterattack opportunity coming for the Pride. Snuffed out by Westcott. Still there. Safely to the hands of Uri. No foul call by the referee despite the plea from Knights number 4, Tori Westcott. Sophomore from Melbourne, Florida, not happy with that no call. Feels she was fouled from behind by Pride number 33, Samantha Whip. And now despite no foul call, the referee taking time to take a look at Knights number 4, Tori Westcott. Just shaking up at the bit of that play.
I don't believe that was an intentional type thing, but we hope to see Westcott is okay. She's definitely walking off the field right now in her own power. Hopefully we get to see her back on the field soon. She's definitely a big part of this backline defense out here.
Huge part of this backline defense, one of the only seasoned NCAA athletes on that backline for Southern Virginia. Hate to see her go out so early in the game, but definitely walked off in her own power. And there's a long season ahead of Westcott and the Knights. So substitutes coming in for Westcott appears to be Knights number 21, Hannah King. And hopeful to see some class exhibited from the Pride, and we do, as they boot it back to Knights goalkeeper Savannah Uri. And play will continue in the hands of the senior. Love to see that in these type of matches, show that class between two respective sides. Great show by the Pride. Pride with an opportunity to score on the Knights. Great save, diving, leaping save by Savannah Urian. That'll get her confidence up after giving up 2 easy ones early in the match.
That was definitely a great save by Urian. You can hear the crowd here. They're definitely applauding this team for that save. Hopefully they can feed into this crowd's energy and get some momentum from that.
We saw that early in the games with all the programs here at Southern Virginia. When the crowd gets into it, the players respond. Hopefully they can respond here. First corner kick having to defend by Southern Virginia. As the Pride play it back. Boot from way outside the 18. That one just wide. Despite the effort coming from number 12, appears that is Haley Russell. I apologize, number 15, Nedley Havich. Substitutes now coming off and on for Greensboro, going off number 14, Mercedes Bauza, and coming on for her, number 31, this is Hannah Bober. Bober, a sophomore, listed at 5'5" from Wendell, North Carolina. Pride down the left wing. What was a great tackle coming from the Knights, number 18. That was Shelby Pulliam, but the Knights still looking to defend. Knights shaking up on the end of that play.
That's a good defensive stop. Now it's trying to push.
Looking to push ball for the Knights is their own number 29, Holly Cunha, sophomore from Lehigh, Utah. Knights still with an opportunity. This is Storheim. Cooney so dangerous in wide open areas. Cindy Cooney with a shot. Saved just out of bounds by Pride goalkeeper Kelsey Emmerich. And the first show of life from this Knights offense will lead to a corner kick.
And again, even though it didn't lead in the goal, that's definitely a good push for the Knights here. You can start seeing the crowd getting into it. They're starting to get a little bit of momentum and a rhythm now. And here comes a corner kick from us.
Lining up on this corner kick, it's Knights number 9, Sydney Cooney. Low driving kick from Cooney. Pride now looking to make something happen on the counterattack. Down the right wing. Cross coming in from the Pride. Gary able to clear that one away. And then Stoll able to clean it up. And now here come the Knights again. It's been a back and forth affair just in the last couple of moments. Cooney just couldn't get the better of Pride number 21, Cassandra Latorre.
You saw Yuri again display a lot of heart there, putting her body on the line once again, doing anything she can to not give up another goal here.
So signs of life coming from Southern Virginia just in the last couple of moments with right around 9 minutes left to go here in this first half. Southern Virginia getting their first corner kick opportunity and their first real shot on goal coming from Sydney Cooney, as now a new Knight enters the pitch, number 5, Alyssa Winterton. Alyssa Winterton, one of the seniors lined up for the Southern Virginia squad. She's from Charlottesville, Virginia, as a transfer student from Brigham Young University. Knights need to be careful. Safely to the hands of Yuri. Not enough venom behind that one. Neither team able to take control of that. The mark, it'll sail out of bounds. It'll be a Pride throw in right around the 50-yard line. Long booming ball coming in for the Pride. Just wide. What was a great opportunity for Pride. Number 16, Alexis Chase. Leads to a muffed opportunity right in front of the Knights goal. Keeps it 3-0 in favor of the Pride with 7.5 minutes left to go here in this first half. Substitute coming in now for Southern Virginia, going off appears to be number 10, senior Clarissa Barton. And in for her, number 15, Rachel Portillo, sophomore from Warrenton, Missouri. Knights will watch that one out of bounds. Goal kick, Southern Virginia.
How does it feel?
Pride now looking to make something happen. Shaylee Nakamoto of the Knights there to sweep it up. Throw in Pride. Miscue coming from the Pride might lead to an opportunity for the Knights. Storheim! Just there was Emmerich. But you got to commend Storheim on taking that opportunity in stride. Now entering the final 5 minutes of the first half here in Buena Vista, Virginia, as the Pride lead the Southern Virginia Knights 3-0. Despite the Knights really coming to life later here in this first half. Out of bounds at number 5.
Sorry. Even though the score might be 3-0, you can still see the Knights here fighting. They haven't rolled over. They haven't given up. I think that's a lot to say about this team, despite them being young. A lot of young players will probably look at this and have a folded mindset, but they're definitely still fighting, and it's good to see.
Substitute coming in for the Pride, going off the pitch, number 11, Alexa Railing. And coming in for her, number 32, Katia Mezi. Foul on the pitch, free kick, Pride. Winterton looking up for the runner, Portillo. Just too far ahead of the sophomore from Warrenton. Entering the final 3 minutes, it will be a goal kick for the Pride. And just a reminder that today's game on the SVU Night Sports Network is brought to you by Subway. With a location right here in Buena Vista, Knights from far and wide can eat fresh. Subway, eat fresh. Emma Stoll almost having an opportunity there to make something happen for Southern Virginia, but now Southern Virginia looking to defend yet again. Pride looking to play down the right wing. Beautiful tackle coming from Knights number 18, Shelby Pulliam, the freshman from Boone, Texas. Laying it all on the line. Another throw-in coming, though, for the Pride. Pride down to that right side. Dangerous cross. Pride able to keep it alive. Still underway. Still not out of harm's way for the Knights. Corner kick and another chance now coming for the Greensboro Pride. Entering the final 60 seconds of the first half here at the field at Southern Virginia University. Lining up for this kick is Pride number 16, Alexis Chase, the junior from Wendell. Punched away by Yuri. Both teams trying to take control of it. As the first half comes to an end, it's been all Greensboro Pride. Pride lead the Knights 3-0. And what was a very exciting first half, multiple goals coming from the Pride from ridiculous angles. Quentin, what can we take away from that first half?
I think one thing we can take away is that we didn't give up. Despite being down 3-0, there was still a lot of fight in this team, especially from the goalie, Yuri. She put her body on the line multiple times, doing everything she could not to give up more points. And I think that's something to do with their confidence, something to do with their knowledge of knowing that this team is able to come back in this game.
We see Savannah Yuri, senior goalkeeper tonight, like you said, make a number of great saves in this game and putting her body on the line multiple times in those one-on-one situations just to clear the ball out. We saw the Knights play extremely well defensively against Pfeiffer today. They've had struggles, but mainly it seems it's been the controlling of the game.
Yeah, so their rhythm is a little low. That's credit the pressure from Greensboro. We had quite opportunities, but with our rhythm and flow of the game not being where we wanted it, a lot of missed opportunities. But it's now halftime. They can come out second half fresh, feeling confident again. Hopefully that rhythm will come back. And I think that we can get it and end up scoring more goals and making this a game.
Great insight, Quentin. And just a reminder that today's game is brought to you by Subway. With a location right here in Buena Vista, Knights from far and wide can eat fresh. Be sure to stop in today and try one of Subway's new signature sliders. Subway, eat fresh. We thank you so much for joining us on the Knights Sports Network. That concludes our first half coverage. We will bring you back as soon as the second half starts here at the fields as the Knights looks to climb back from a 3-0 deficit from the Greensboro Pride. Stay tuned.
guess that's why they call it God's country. I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on the muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of a pin found Dixie whistle in the wind, that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. We turn the dirt and work until the week's done. We take a break and break bread on Sunday, then do it all again, 'cause we're proud to be from God's country. I saw
Fields as the Southern Virginia Knights Sports Network's coverage of Knights women's soccer continues as Knights face off against the pride of Greensboro College, Crystal alongside Quentin Acree. And Quentin, it's been all Greensboro all day long so far as they lead the Knights 3-0.
Yeah, Greensboro is definitely a dynamic offensive team. We had a little mishaps on defense, kind of some miracle goals from Greensboro too. But coming in the second half, I feel like the Knights will definitely get their rhythm now and make this a game.
And you could almost say that during the latter part of that first half, the Knights did start to find their rhythm. We saw a great shot on goal by Sydney Cooney and a number of other opportunities in front of the Pride net, but just not enough in the early parts. We'll see here at the start of this second if they can continue that momentum that they had in the first and maybe put a shot on goal and one up on the board for Southern Virginia. And here we go. Southern Virginia looking to make things happen from the get-go. Ball now at the feet of Holly Cunha, number 29 for Southern Virginia. Misstep from Cunha leads now an opportunity coming for the Greensboro Pride. Again, cleared away by Savannah Uri and Quentin. Savannah Uri getting off to a slow start today, again with those 2 goals from well outside the 18 in a crossing position, but later in that first half, able to find her footing.
Yeah, I mean, she gave up a few goals early, but as you can see, that didn't do anything for her confidence. She still put her body on the line multiple times, just trying to find something, doing everything she can to make sure this Greensboro team didn't score over 3 points.
And a nice home opener against Pfeiffer. We saw both the Knights senior goalkeepers, Savannah Uri and Alyssa Truman, respectively, play in that game. Be interesting to see if we see Alyssa Truman make an appearance tonight against the Pride. Again, Southern Virginia looking for their first win at home. Great cross in from the Pride. Doesn't lead to much in the end for Southern Virginia. But again, Quentin, Southern Virginia looking to win their first home game of the season and move up to 2-2 in their season record and look to relegate the Pride down to 2-2 as well. That'll be watched back by Knights number 11, Madison Holbeck, freshman from Cypress, California. We mentioned it a few times so far on this broadcast. Knights with a lot of new faces on this team for head coach Kenzie Cox to have at her disposal. A number of freshmen and a number of transfer students coming and joining our Southern Virginia athletics family. Just goes out of bounds off the Pride, be a throw-in for the Southern Virginia Knights. But Quentin, with that youth comes a lot of energy, but a lot of room to make mistakes.
Yeah, and I think that's one thing that Coach Cox has reached in the locker room. Everybody's young. There's a lot of transfers. They don't know each other quite well yet. It's going to be early mistakes. They just can't get down on themselves. It's still early in the season. This is only game 4, excuse me. They still have a lot of room to grow, and I think this future is bright for this team.
Be a throw-in again for the Pride. This will be taken by Greensboro, number 26. Or apologies, not number 26. Appears to be number 24, Kara Wood. Foul call on the Pride leads to a free kick opportunity for Southern Virginia. SVU look to take it quickly. Official will pull them back, and we'll start back right around the 40-yard line, but within Pride territory. Looked for Clarissa Barton, but that one won back by Pride number 28, Catherine Stevens, a senior from Boone, North Carolina. We mentioned it earlier in this broadcast. Southern Virginia football able to get the first win of the season over Montclair State, and the Southern Virginia women's soccer program looking to continue that success today, but they have a hill ahead of them ready to climb. And now the Knights looking to climb it here, looking for the right side, down the right wing. That's number 9, Sydney Cooney. Sydney Cooney, early cross falls safely into the hands of number 26, Kelsey Emmerich.
So that possession didn't lead in the goal. As you can see, that's a great opportunity that we had. That's definitely going to do a lot for our confidence in this half.
So the kick just goes off the foot of Knights number 23, Maddie Johnson. It'll be a throw-in for the Pride, to be thrown in by number 28. This is Catherine Stevens. Knights looking, it was a good pass up to number 10, Clarissa Barton. Looking for Hannah King. Falls to the feet of number 6, Emma Stoll. Quentin, I know it's early here in this second half, but it seems a big difference between the first and the second. Knights using and taking their time with the ball.
Yeah, it seems like the Knights are being patient while being aggressive also. And as you can see, we got our other opportunity here, and now we're knocking on the door again.
Clarissa Barton, that one from well outside the 18, but also well wide past the goal of Emmerich of the Pride. 39 minutes left to go here in this game. And so far, the Knights here in the second half knocking at the door of the Pride, looking to chip away at that 3-0 lead that the Pride boast. Miscue on the far side, but number 31, Hannah Bober, leads to a turnover for Southern Virginia. And now here come the Knights in great scoring position. Storheim. Storheim still with it. Winterton looking to swing it across. Both teams jostling for it. That's Knights Shaylee Nakamoto and Pride 31, Hannah Bober. Here comes the Pride. Opportunity down the left wing.
It's definitely a great stop right there.
Clean challenge. Looks like the ref might have appealed. Thought about blowing the whistle just there for a second. Foul call on the Pride. Knight free kick.
Point out, at the end of the first half, SVU was definitely pushing, and now they gained that momentum, and they're carrying it over right now in the first half early on.
Cleared away, but not out of harm's way. Now a Knight throw in. Deep in Greensboro territory. Shaylee Nakamoto on the throw for SVU. It's a foot race. Winterton. Greensboro able to get to the end of it. Yuri caught out of position. Clean right into the hands of Yuri of the Knights. But it was a great opportunity for 31 Hannah Bober of the Greensboro Pride. Looking for their inside run of number 12, Haley Russell. Cleared out by Knights number 6, Emma Stoll.
Emma Stoll's name is being called once again with a great defensive play.
Cleared away by Winterton. Will lead to a throw-in, though, for the Pride. Quentin, you mentioned Emma Stoll's name, saying we've said it a few times in this broadcast. That's just because she's absolutely everywhere at every moment of the match. And there's a couple of players on this Knights team like that have just that fire in them. Holly Cunha being another one of those players. Clarissa Barton also joining that group of just tenacious players that just no matter what, they always want the ball at their feet.
Right, and those names you mentioned there, they're going to be very key right now to get these Knights back in the game.
With 35 minutes and 12 seconds left to go here in this match in the second half, Knights still find themselves down 3-0 against the Pride. Hannah King losing the ball there. Not an insurmountable feat for this Knights team. We've seen them put up large amounts of goals in a short amount of time before. They need to find that fire within them now. Nakamoto on the right wing. Hard foul against Pride number 28. Catherine Stevens on Knights Clarissa Barton. Southern Virginia free kick. This to be taken by Knights number 5, Alyssa Winterton, the senior from Charlottesville. Well, you can see what Winterton was trying to do, trying to find the run of Knights Laurel Storheim. Just too much on that pass. The goal kick for the Pride. Now a host of substitutes come in for both teams. We saw Shaylee Nakamoto, the Knights, take a seat on the bench. And also Laurel Storheim of Southern Virginia coming in for them appears to be number 7, Bly Hardy, one of the freshmen for this team. She being from Rockland, California. It also looks like Knights number 27, Michaela Gee, another freshman. This one from Springville, Utah, making her way back into this game. She started early in this match at the right back position for the Knights.
You can notice early on that defensive pressure on Greensboro ball handlers just picked up. It wasn't the case in the first half.
And it seems they're not allowing Greensboro any space to do anything with the ball. We saw in the first half they'd back off, give them that space to look for a through ball, and that's what Greensboro exploited time after time there in that first. Now an opportunity now coming for Southern Virginia. Corner kick underway for the Knights with 31 minutes left to go here in this second half. Quentin, only the second Knights corner of the game. Compare that to the numbers of the Pride, who've had 3. Low driving kick coming in from Cooney. Driving kick. Gee able to get the end of that one cleared away. Foul call on the play, Southern Virginia ball. Substitutes making their way onto the pitch for Greensboro. And Quentin, in the preseason polls, this Southern Virginia team in the CAC was picked to finish 5th out of the 6 teams in the CAC. Definitely not the standing you would hope for as a Knights fan, but again, with a young team comes less expectations, but also less game planning on behalf of other teams. You're not knowing what to expect coming from this young, energetic Knights team. They're going to be looking to shock people throughout the CAC.
Yeah, definitely. First-year coach, a lot of underclassmen. I mean, 5th out of 6, that's kind of expected. But this team has a lot of potential, and there could be a lot of upsets in the conference this year.
Of course, sitting atop of the CAC is the captains of Christopher Newport University, the back-to-back defending CAC champs. The Knights, definitely their goal throughout this season would be to dethrone the captains in just one match of the many times they will face them throughout this young season. But again, with these young players, a lot of potential on this Knights team, and for second-year head coach Kenzie Cox.
The captains CNU is definitely a tough team. When they play them, each matchup we have is going to be a fight. This team has fight in them, especially being a young team. They have a lot to prove. A lot of people have doubted them. They want to prove them wrong. I can't wait to see that matchup and what happens in the standings.
Knights mounting some pressure. Clarissa Barton cutting in. You just saw what Knights number 7, Bly Hardy, was trying to do on that play. Do a 1-2 attack play and run with Clarissa Barton, but Clarissa Barton had on her right foot, had to think, why didn't she shoot that when she did?
And early on, I can count that we had 5 opportunities right now so far in this half. Compared to the first half, we're definitely on a good pace right now.
Definitely a dangerous position for this free kick for Southern Virginia. Head referee just backing up the wall of the Pride. Southern Virginia looking to capitalize on this opportunity. Winterton. Strike by Winterton. Right into the hands of Kelsey Emmerich. It was a good idea coming for the Knights, just not enough pace behind that ball from Winterton, but you have to like what you're seeing from the Knights at this point in time, just getting these opportunities in front of the goal.
Yeah, they're getting a ton of opportunities now early in this half. with more opportunities come more confidence. More confidence is going to lead to goals.
We'll see if that building of confidence can be translated on the score sheet. Knights now with a throw-in. Knights substitutes look to make their way onto the pitch. Looks like coming off will be Knights number 6, Emma Stoll, the sophomore from Shelley, Idaho. And coming on for her appears to be number 19, McKenna Winterton. McKenna Winterton, another one of the fresh faces for this Knights senior freshman, standing at 5'8", from Charlottesville, Virginia, formerly playing her ball at Albemarle High School. Looked like a surefire attack coming for the Pride, but the offsides flag popped on the near side. Knight ball with right around 26 minutes left to go here in this second half. Though it is early in the season, Quinton, the Knights have to be feeling the effects of not having really one of their star goal getters and forwards, number 26, McCall Jensen Jr. from Ramsey, New Jersey. One of the returners for this team. She's been here at SVU for a number of years now, and she is just an absolute stud on the offensive side of the ball. Racked up the most assists last year for Southern Virginia, as well as nabbing herself a couple of goals. Definitely be feeling the loss of her early in this game, as she's inactive from the squad right now, nursing an injury.
Yeah, definitely a big part of this team. She led the team in assists last year. She can definitely find people, definitely affects the team offensively in a positive way. The absence of her, you can see that the team is not in a high rhythm, not in much of a rhythm. But with that, you know, they got to gain experience together. One falls, another man steps up.
And when teamed up with Knight's own number 24, Kylie Auger, Jensen and Auger, really the 1-2 punch that this Knights team really use it to spark their offense, but again, without those two on the pitch at this moment. Looking for other players to step up. We've seen some really good runs coming from the outside of the Knights. We saw Clarissa Barton with a number of opportunities down there on this near sideline. But again, the Knights looking for that one player to step up, fill the role, and become the catalyst of this offense. Knights just looking right now to maintain possession. Both teams jockeying for it in the middle of the park, but Southern Virginia able to come up with it. Number 10, Clarissa Barton, has it on the sideline. Through ball in for number 5, Angela Niles. Again, safely into the hands of Savannah Uri. Hard foul on the opposite side of the field. Leads to a free kick opportunity now for the Pride, number 3. That's Brittany Daly. And instead standing over it now, number 7, Keely Caterino. Looks like play will be brought back. Will be a throw-in for the Pride. Knights looking to possess here on this near sideline. A couple of new Knights players making their way onto the pitch, coming off number 21, Hannah King for the Knights, joining her, number 10, Clarissa Barton. And rounding it off is number 23, Maddie Johnson, all making their way to the bench for the Southern Virginia Knights. Coming onto the pitch, number 13, forward Mackenzie Taylor, a junior from Fredericksburg, Virginia. Shaylee Nakamoto, who we've mentioned earlier in this broadcast, a junior from Hawaii. And I believe rounding things out is number 3, Gracie Duncan of Southern Virginia. Throw by Nakamoto finds Storheim. Knights Holly Cunha trying to take it away from the heels of the defense. Holly Cunha still on the ball. Pass out to number 13 of the Knights, Mackenzie Taylor. Teams exchanging throw-ins. Neither team able to really take advantage of that far sideline. Storheim looking for Cooney. But right now the ball being pinged between both teams as Tori Westcott looks to bring it down. And Southern Virginia looking to add some clarity to the muck that has been this match in the last couple of moments. Both teams pinging it around between their back lines.
I understand the pace from Southern Virginia being down 3-0, but you would think that Greensboro would be more patient, taking their time, but it looks like they're trying to force the envelope again a little bit themselves too.
Greensboro really looking to cement the lead they have so far, looking to put another one on the board, and that's really the best way to get your opponent out of it. Like you said, Quinn, both teams right now applying immense amounts of pressure on each other, neither of them backing down even for a second. A number of players warming up on the sideline for both respective teams. Southern Virginia with 1 sub coming in, Greensboro with 2. Not before this free kick, though, coming from the Pride. Knights number 9, Sydney Cooney, comes off the pitch, and what it looks like to be number 6, Emma Stoll, making her way back on to the field for the Southern Virginia Knights. Ball in the hands of Yuri, now looking to play it up quickly to Taylor and Quentin. What an interesting turn of events. We saw Emma Stoll come on for Southern Virginia, but then we saw number 4, Tori Westcott, who's been playing defense this entire game for the Knights, being pushed up to that striker position. Head coach Kenzie Cox just trying to make something happen on the offensive side, hoping Westcott is that catalyst and that spark plug.
Tori Westcott usually a defender for this team, but she definitely has the ability to put the ball in the goal. And I think this move from Cox is just trying to find somebody on offense that's going to go get her a goal. So she moved her up, and hopefully we can see one get in.
Now the Knights back line is made up of number 17, Shaylee Nakamoto, number 5, Alyssa Winterton, also number 18, Shelby Pulliam. And of course, rounding it out at that right back position is number 27, Michaela Gee. But we've seen the left and right backs really for this Knights team, they love to push up and play those wing back positions, really leaving really a back two in Winterton and Pulliam. Another substitute coming in for the Knights, as Knights number 13, Mackenzie Taylor, makes her way off the pitch. And what appears to be number 21 of the Knights, Hannah King, making her way onto it. Hannah King, a junior, listed as a midfielder from Highland, Utah, for this Southern Virginia team. Foul call on the Knights leads to a dangerous possession now for the Pride. Free kick opportunity right around the 25-yard line. And the Pride stacking the box. Big kick coming from the Pride right into the hands of Savannah Uri.
Great opportunity to push right now.
Great opportunity to push. You saw what Michaela Gee was trying to do, trying to get it up to the runner, number 20 for the Knights, Laurel Storheim. Just off on the pass. Now the Knights again looking to fight for possession.
Keep pressure, pressure. Yeah. There you go, 17. Good hustle.
Off the knee of Nakamoto and out of bounds for a throw-in for the Pride, to be taken by number 15, Natalie Habich, sophomore from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Knights opportunity to get one in. Storheim still fighting for it. Still Laurel Storheim, left-footed shot. That one just wide by Laurel Storheim, but another attacking opportunity coming for Southern Virginia with right around 13 and a half minutes left to go in this match, and quite the hill to climb. Down 3-0 underneath the Pride of Greensboro College.
The pressure and effort of the SVU Knights have been on 10 this entire half. You like to see that from a young team. Even though they're down, they're definitely not afraid to keep playing.
Knights just working the ball around. You saw there what Duncan was trying to accomplish, but now maybe a counterattack opportunity for Greensboro. They'll play the wings. Number 15, Natalie Habich, already scored a goal today from this position. Cross come in, dealt with by Shelby Pulliam. Now an opportunity for the Greensboro Pride. Another shot in. That one just over. Looks like just coming off the feet. That appears to be number 14, Mercedes Bauza. Getting foot at the end of that volley. As the substitutes make their way onto the pitch for the Knights, number 17, Shaylee Nakamoto, comes off the pitch for the Knights. And number 23, Maddie Johnson, the freshman from Alpine, Utah, makes her way back onto it. She's played in that left back position for a number of minutes here in this second half for the Knights. Throwing for the Knights. Knights looking to apply the pressure. Westcott looking in for Hannah King, just intercepted by the back line of the Pride. Just too hard off the foot of Winchendon, leads to a throw-in now again for the Pride. Big clearance from the Knights back line. So close to getting Laurel Storheim that room to run, which she thrives in. Entering the final 10 minutes of this match, Southern Virginia down 3-0 underneath the Pride of Greensboro College. It is go time for the Knights. If they look to take something from this match, they've moved Tori Westcott up from the back line onto that striker positioning. And now looking to apply the pressure late. Ball with Holly Cunha. Not able to find Storheim at the end of that one, but another throw-in coming for Southern Virginia, now to be taken by Michaela Gee. Knights may be in some trouble down on this left wing. Great pass by Winterton, looking up for Knights number 23, Maddie Johnson. Johnson with some room to roam. Look towards the Knights bench. You'll see Knights number 11, Madison Hollenbeck, freshman from Cypress, California, warming up, ready to come in for head coach Kenzie Cox's side.
Looks like Cox is trying to make a lot of substitutions to see if she can move different people in different positions to see if they can find a spark. 7 minutes left, down 3-0. Just trying to do anything to see if it helps the team.
Again, beginning of the season, and with a game like this, you have that room to tinker and try to find out what works for your later games in the season. You moved up Westcott to a striker position. Probably in practice, she's shown that prowess of running down, maybe even great aerial play coming from Westcott. But now the Knights still looking to defend. It's been that way for the last couple of minutes. Right now, the Pride trudging their way down this near sideline. 6.5 minutes left to go in the second half.
Yeah, and you love to have games like this early on. You know, it's 4th game of the season. Obviously, a lot of things to tinker with, a lot of people to move around. You want to have these games early on because going into conference play, the games, there's no waste of movement. There's no waste of space. You can't waste those games at all. So just trying to find out which people fit in the right places and hopefully come towards conference play. Everything will be good, and we have a great run at the conference championship.
Greensboro opportunity right in front of the Knights goal. They put another one in the back of the net. Just in the latter parts of the second half, Greensboro able to put another one, that one in the top right corner. Past Knight's Savannah Uri yet again. I can't see who exactly was at the end of that goal. Either way, now Pride 4-0 over top of the Southern Virginia Knights. And appears at the end of that goal was number 16, Alexis Chase, the junior from Wendell, North Carolina, putting another one on the board for the Greensboro Pride. Now the Knights looking just for some sort of spark plug to find their style of play. Throwing now for the Knights. 4 separate goal scorers so far on the day for the Pride, those including Natalie Havage, Anna Ray Porcelli, Samantha Whip, and now adding her name to the score sheet, number 16, Alexis Chase.
Yeah, early in the broadcast we said that this team's very well-rounded. It's not just one player. They have a lot of people, a lot of pieces. As we can see, there are 4 different players who scored a goal in this game.
Now Greensboro looking to make it 5. Cutting in. Left-footed shot, that one well over the goal. That one coming off the foot of what appears to be number 5, Angela Niles. Actually, I apologize, that is number 8, Logan Schnabel. The Knights substitutes coming in for the game. Alyssa Winterton taking her seat down next to head coach Kenzie Cox, and coming in for her, number 8, Savannah Sundberg. Another one of these freshmen on this Knights team, a forward from Tustin, California. Knights looking for an opportunity down there on that right wing side. You saw number 8 of the Knights, Savannah Sundberg, trying to make that run, just snubbed out by the left back of the Pride. And now a throw in Greensboro. Knights an opportunity. Sundberg. Be a corner kick opportunity for the Knights. You saw number 8, Savannah Sundberg, trying to get a foot on that volley. 3 minutes left to go in this game, and the Knights now with another corner kick opportunity. This is their 3rd of the match. Knights piling into the 18-yard box and penalty area of the Pride. Low driving kick, just cleared away by number 4, Sierra Tursich. No offsides flag. Storheim, that one right into the hands of number 26, Kelsey Emmerich. Knights finding success down on that right wing yet again. They did it earlier here in the second half. And now we see number 4 for the Knights, Tori Westcott, the sophomore from Melbourne, Florida. Back in the position she started the game off at, right there in that center back position for the Knights. Lined up next to number 18, Shelby Pulliam, the freshman for Southern Virginia. Throwing coming for the Knights again, deep in Pride territory. Throw to be taken by number 20, Laurel Storheim. Still Storheim. Storheim behind, looking to cross it in.
1 minute remaining.
And entering the final 60 seconds of this match, the Knights pressing, trying to make something happen on the offensive side. They find themselves down 3-0 underneath the pride of Greensboro. Again, Chris Fly alongside Quentin Akery. Quentin, it's been a hard-fought match for the Knights. I apologize. They're down 4-0. We saw spurts of greatness coming for the Knights, finding those opportunities and space down the right and left wings, but not a lot of consistency throughout the middle.
Yeah, it seems like the absence of the two players, McCall Jensen and Kali Auger, that seems to do a lot with their chemistry right now and their offensive rhythm. Because they have a lot of young players up here in the middle playing forward position, trying to score the goals here for the SVU Knights.
10,
as you can
9,
see, the inexperience
8,
is really
7,
a thing
6,
that's factoring
5,
in with their
4,
offense.
3,
And once we get
2,
those players back, I
1.
feel like the SVU Knights will actually come through and, get their first home win and go into the conference play, actually make some noise.
And the silver lining is all that it's a fixable predicament that the Knights are in right now. You have young players. With the game experience comes better execution during the game. The final whistle blows. The final score is the Greensboro Pride 4, the Knights 0. The Knights not able to clinch their first home victory, but they'll be back Saturday the 14th to face off against Brevard later next week. But again, Quentin, the Knights, it was a hard-fought game, which is, again, it all came down to execution on the offensive side.
Yeah, something that you can credit the SVU Knights is that they never gave up. Being down 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, they came out and fought every time. Especially in the second half, you've seen them pressuring Greensboro. It got physical a little bit, but that's something that they have to do in order to win. Their defense is definitely good. Once they get their rhythm back on offense, defense comes more easier. Being scored on, the mental aspect of the game isn't as high when you get on offense. But this is things that are fixable, like you said. It's early on in the season. These are the games you want to have early on because now you can learn from it and fix those mistakes going into conference play.
And before the season started, head coach Kenzie Cox of the Southern Virginia Knights, she said that she wanted this team to play with energy and with pace. And so far throughout the season, we've seen that as just a matter of fine-tuning some things to be able to get these Knights right back in it, and there's only up from here for the Knights. A lot of growth for these young players. Thank you for coming out and supporting Southern Virginia University
Athletics. Just a reminder that
this evening's final score, the Greensboro College Pride 4 and your Knights 0. The Knights will take the field again on September 11th at 7 p.m. at Farron College. As you leave, please collect all personal items, travel safe, and thanks again for coming out. Game for the Southern Virginia Knights, but overall a great day for Southern Virginia Athletics, and we hope to see you again soon at another great SVU sporting event. Thank you so much. Good night.
Let's tear this down and go.